People go to Maui because it is paradise, and the staff at the Westin have a unique take on island life, and I think it's something that more tourists are looking for these days in their travels. At sunrise, we walked down to the beach one morning to take part in what they call the Westin Waterman program. The staff here at the Westin started this program when they noticed a lot more single-use plastics washing up on their shores, and they say the problem became even worse during the pandemic. They saw a lot more masks and gloves and other kinds of single-use plastics polluting their shores. Unfortunately, as this chart here from NOAA shows, Hawaii sits perfectly positioned in the Pacific to catch trash that's swirling around in what is known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. Now, a lot of it comes from fishing vessels. We found beaches on Maui with all kinds of old nets and ropes. Turns out more companies are using and upcycling this kind of trash, but I'll save that for another video. A lot of the trash impacting Maui you can't see. It's microplastics, broken down over time by solar radiation and salt water into tiny fragments which are easily ingested by marine life. Sifting the sand on Maui is part of the Waterman program, and it revealed a lot of white and colored plastics, which just by glancing at them on the tide lines on the beach, I always thought they were shells. They're not, they're a lot of plastics. And while as tourists, it's easy to look past the microplastics because we are so in awe of everything that is Hawaii, the people who live there certainly do take notice, and the staff at the Westin launched this Westin Waterman program to help educate us as tourists. Waterman is a term in island culture. It's not just a surfer or boater or fisherman. Think of it as an oceanic ambassador, someone whose life really revolves around the sea. And they do this right at the beach at the hotel, right in front of the Humpback Whale National Marine Sanctuary, which is not a bad stage. In addition to sifting through the sand, we did a beach cleanup with a group, and if you look closely, we're using pillowcases to pick up trash. The Westin recycles old pillowcases, which would have just been tossed out, to serve kind of this new purpose on the beach. Hawaii became the first state to ban single-use plastic bags, and of course I show up at the Waterman program with my towel and my sandals in a single-use plastic bag brought from the mainland. Poor form, very embarrassing, I know. But that's kind of the point, because I learned from it, and that is the goal of the whole Waterman program. It's more than just the pile of trash you collect at the end of the morning. It's more about sending tourists home with new knowledge and new appreciation, and the ultimate goal is to send people back home with a new appreciation for the islands and the environment, and to try to have an impact on things we are doing back home.